Ranked 28th in the state of North Carolina with nearly 3,000 students. It's no wonder why Green Hope High has so many clubs centered around so many different topics. However, one new club stands out among the others for its many accomplishments, branding, and experience shared by its members. Today, we're going behind the scenes of the Green Hope Robotics Club.
Well, I'm the actual advisor for the club. What the advisor does is I oversee the operation of the club. I believe it started about 5 years ago. There was a group of students who show interest on it. There are different aspects of challenge, okay? In terms of economics, for instance, is a challenge because robots are no cheap. We have grown from 4 students to close to 70 right now, and we have acquired several awards all through this year. So we have been steadily climbing up, so to speak, the ranks of robotics, and that has been kind of a highlight, to see a club growing and succeeding. Like this year we became state champions, which was nice, and then we went to the world competition, which was an amazing opportunity for the kids to participate with other countries or other kids that are doing the same thing. So, yeah.
Well, I'm the VP of programming. Basically code the whole bot. That's literally what I do. Well, as a freshman, we have freshman orientation. I saw a robot and I had to sign up. I don't want to brag about it, but I mean, pretty nice. A lot of pressure. You gotta make sure the robot's working the way it should and does what it needs to do. And if it isn't doing that, well, you gotta fix it somehow.
I'm part of the build team and the outreach team mostly. So I've been building the robots for 3 years now. Mostly work on major mechanisms. I wrote a couple grants last year, raised $2K for the team. The club has the complex leadership structure, I would say. We have a president and 4 vice presidents. So we have the vice president of build, which is, he organizes all the prototyping, basically robot building activities. We have a vice president of business operations. We also have a VP of programming who kind of works with the VP of build to do robot operations and to basic team strategy. We do FRC. We have to focus on spreading STEM in the community because RTP is a budding STEM area, and we're supported by all the organizations around us, like Gamma Tech and United Therapeutics are starting to build up in Cary, and they would like to support small teams like us. We have a new challenge every year, right? So challenges are never the same. What we have to do is we spend usually first day, maybe first 2 if we have time, to read over the rules, and the rule book is like 600 pages long. So it takes a while, but once everybody knows the rules, we point out some loophole areas that we can maybe exploit, and some tricky ones that you wouldn't have expected. We point those out too. And then we start talking about strategy and what the robot should be able to do on the field versus what realistically is the best option for the team. So there's different kinds of teams. There's teams that go for flair, and there's teams that go for efficiency. And we usually, we want to build a good-looking robot, but we also want to do well. So we usually go for efficiency and just do cosmetics near the last week of build season. Build season is 6 weeks long, so we usually spend first 2.5 weeks prototyping, and then we spend another 1.5 weeks after that just doing basic robot building. Like, we build 2 robots. One's the practice bot and one is for competition. So we finish building the practice bot almost within 4 weeks, I would say, and then we start to program that. And while the programmers are working on that, the build team diverts itself, kind of splits off, half working with the programmers to improve some mechanisms, maybe have shortcomings, and the other half is building the competition bot, which is basically like a perfected version of the practice bot. because the second time you're doing stuff, everything will be cleaner, the cuts will be squarer. So that will be like a much more reliable bot in competition. It's a lot more outreach oriented than build, I would say, because we have a pretty good build team as of right now, and we obviously this year we showed with our power rankings, I think worldwide, that we have a pretty good bot, but our outreach events are not up to our standards as a world ranked team, and we need to do a lot more, maybe helping the community and just basic education of STEM around us.